Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second, third stream of the last day of our Adobe Live week. Sort of sad, but also very excited for today because today is going to be spectacular.
Yes.
Thank you guys for joining us. All of you guys who stayed here after watching Marissa and Paul and Temi. And welcome in newcomers who are just joining us for the day. I see tons of familiar faces. I see Anita, Afroja, Jay, Massimiliano, Dana, good to see you. David, Renee, hello, it's good to see you.
Hi.
How is everyone? I'm so glad you guys are all here. I am joined by the lovely Miss Shauna Lynn Panczyszyn, as I have been for 3 days now. It's been a good time. And we're going to get into kind of finishing up a really awesome Harry Potter illustration today. But before we do that, some quick reminders. You guys know that we have our chat and wins going on today, and we are going to be giving away some awesome Tatley stuff, which I'm super excited about. Super jealous of everyone who's won so far because this pack looks super awesome. If you want to be included in the chat and win, head over to behance.net/live and be active in the chat, because in about 30 minutes here we are going to choose a random active user to win that prize. And then instead of challenges today, we have got portfolio reviews going on.
Yes,
so,
we do.
Yep, me and Sean are going to space, and then we're going to review some awesome portfolios, which is going to be a blast.
It's going to be
pumped.
fun.
And also don't forget that the daily creative challenges are still going on. So if you're interested in that, definitely join the daily creative challenge Slack and get more information on that. But without further ado, why don't you do a brief introduction of yourself for those of them who were not here the last few days, and then jump into it.
So if anyone is new and doesn't know who I am, I'm Shauna Lynn. I'm a hand lettering artist and illustrator in Orlando, soon to be Chicago. I've been working in the field for full-time. I've been working in the field for about 8 years since college, and as a freelancer for about 6. And I do a lot of lettering, as you can see. I do a lot of like kind of kid-centric stuff. I'm obsessed with Disney and Harry Potter, and I've been working on doing like character illustrations in addition to my lettering.
This one, the crying penguin, my heart.
Yeah. It was meant to pull at the heartstrings. Like, that's an iOS sticker, so like when you're really sad, you send it to someone.
Just send that. It's perfect. It's
perfect. I also
perfect.
like the singing penguin after the shower, because that's like my spirit animal.
I adore them. They're wonderful.
It's fun because like my mom has them and she'll use them on me.
Your own stickers. That's great.
Yeah. And then like my little characters.
Very cool.
I'm very
stuff.
proud of these little guys.
I'm really excited, though, because you actually, I believe you posted a sketch of the thing you are working on for this week.
Yes.
And we're a little further along with it now, but it's super awesome, and I can't wait to see how it progresses. This is so rad.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the sketch, and right now it's in that weird, like, muddy, not done stage, so everything, it doesn't look finished yet, and it's like that weird spot where you have to like really push through it in order to get to that final where it is gonna look good.
The final stretch.
Yeah. So like we're in the final stretch today. We're like adding all the little details and making it feel like a cohesive piece. And like colors and things may adjust as we go. But so yesterday Tuesday, I came with like a very rough sketch. We cleaned it up. We did a very tight sketch based on this. And then yesterday we blocked in some of the colors. And so I have a few more little things to block in, and then we're going to start adding in the detailing. And that's going to, I think, what's really going to make everything pop and really make it feel finished.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've got a comment from Suman who says, "Oh man, that's a good take on the Harry Potter characters. Looks more like from the book, which I love," which I think is what you were kind of going for. Yeah.
That makes me happy. Yeah, like Fred and George are kind of like half book, half movie, but like I feel like the books are where it's at. And since Peeves didn't make it into the movies, I wanted it to be the Peeves that I saw in my head. So he may not be super accurate to the book description, but I wanted, like, this is how I pictured him when I read the books as a kid.
Well, I think that's great because you definitely put like a lot of your personal flair into like as far as the subject matter that you choose whenever you do these. You always choose things that you're very, very excited about. So I think that doing your version of him is perfect for this. Grace says, "Wow, I missed yesterday. This looks so good." Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. Is anybody else like kind of new this week or new to Adobe Live in general? Where's my Stormtrooper helmet? It's around. It's around. Welcome in, Jurgen. Yeah. Daniel is new. Awesome, dude. Welcome in. Welcome to Adobe Live. And Alejandra, welcome. Kyle, yes, definitely a regular.
Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
David Renee,
That's
I'm
cute.
new. Yeah, I like that. I like that username.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
I love really clever usernames. They make me laugh.
Mm-hmm. Lead designer, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Lynn. And where are you guys from?
Hey, it's Lucas. My super distant cousin.
You're the secret,
Yeah.
super secret cousin.
We're gonna figure out how we're related. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around the great grandfather stage. Because there's no way we're not related with this insane last name.
Oh, we've got people from Jacksonville, Florida, Portugal,
Jacksonville,
LA, Vancouver,
I went to
Nigeria, Costa Rica, Mexico, Russia. Wow, guys, so many cool places. Germany, Serbia. Wow, how cool is that? That we can all be so far away, yet all hanging out here at the same time.
Art brings people together.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of blows my mind a little bit. I'm in chat all the time, but it never ceases to amaze me just how many people from different places we have joining us here every week.
It's like when we were on Twitch and we get random people from someone says India, we get people on the other side of the world randomly, and it was just wow.
And then they're like, oh yeah, I'm watching from 4:30 a.m. where I'm at, and I'm like, that's dedication. That's insane.
At that point, we were just why are you awake?
Why?
But
thank you.
We want you here, but I can't function past 11 p.m. So.
Oh wow, we've got people from Greece and the Philippines. That's so cool. Taiwan,
that's amazing.
Right on. Michael says Earth. Good answer.
Earth, yeah.
Good answer. Who needs sleep? Yeah.
Chihuahua, Mexico. I didn't know that was an actual place.
It is, yeah.
Is that where Chihuahuas are named after?
That's where they all come from. No, I'm just kidding. That would be insane.
A den of Chihuahuas.
The one hub of planet Earth where all of these Chihuahuas just flood from. Like a stampede of adorable small dogs.
Run, it's a stampede.
Boston area, Mars. Yeah, I was wondering as soon as someone says Earth, I was like, someone's gonna give another planet. I usually go with Tatooine whenever they ask, where are you guys all from? Tatooine, or I say, I'm watching this from my Star Destroyer. Because I have to get at least one Star Wars jab in there every day. Just one.
I'm all for that.
They just spawn there. Yes, Tim. I wish Harry Potter was an animated series with character designs like this. Would be so much better. That would be actually really cool to see some little shorts
That'd be the
and stuff.
cutest thing. Have you seen the YouTube video going around where it's if Harry Potter were a 90s sitcom?
No.
And it's synced up to 90s sitcom type music, and it's starring Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter.
And then turn around.
Yeah.
It says it at the bottom. Yes.
And then of course with Hermione, it's her going and worse expelled, and it just shows her face and Emma Watson as Hermione Granger, and then they're with Hagrid, and it's the best, and it's that.
That's so good.
And oh my god, you guys have to look it up. It's so worth it.
They did something similar to that with the Lord of the Rings on SNL or something recently, where it was Frodo, but he was in a regular modern kitchen, and he turns around with a cup of coffee and is oh, didn't see you there, and it's him.
Oh my god, I have to see this.
It's good stuff. Should definitely. I'm definitely gonna check out the
yeah. We'll have to watch it after stream because it's pretty amazing.
We could also make our own for the Adobe Live team.
Oh my
a little
gosh.
intro of us.
Gus Butt, can this happen? We got a yes in the background, guys.
With the help of Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects, we could create our very own intro. Looking for that. Yes, Ricardo.
If Disney buy it, maybe we can see cartoons. Yeah, well, Universal has it, I think, because they have the rights to the Harry Potter park.
Watching this in Mos Eisley Cantina.
I don't know where that is.
I feel like I've heard that before, but I don't know. That cantina? That's my favorite cantina.
They're gonna build one of those, I think, at it's not MGM anymore, Hollywood Studios in Orlando.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my friend was like,
I will be going.
She's like, I hope they play that just like on loop the whole time, so you feel ready to like.
Or remixes of.
Yeah.
Also, Lynn would like to know which device you're drawing with today.
I'm on a Surface Pro 4.
Right on.
With a anti-glare screen protector.
Cool. And I just now realized also a rose gold pen.
Yes.
That is awesome. I'm into it.
I match my devices and stuff. So like I have a rose gold computer case too.
Oh, right on. Very cool.
And I love it. But yeah, it's a rose gold pen.
Cantina is your ringtone. Imperial March is my ringtone.
I'm honestly surprised, like, my best friend and her husband are such Star Wars fanatics that they didn't, like, walk down the aisle to that.
Oh, that'll probably be what I do.
I would live for that day.
Tom Sherrill, I'm painting illustrations for a project in Taiwan. Awesome. I'd love to know what everyone else is working on, if anyone is working along with us. And also, alternatively, like how many of you guys are sprucing up the portfolios for portfolio reviews today? Because we are going to have, we have about 3 more deadlines today where you guys can enter for a chance to have your portfolio chosen. We're going to be reviewing 2 portfolios per stream towards the end of stream, and I'm super, super excited about that. I've always wanted to go to space. I've been waiting for this all week.
Yes. Oh, it's fun. I've been once, and I would definitely go again.
Definitely go. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
As long as you recommend it.
Yeah. 10/10 would recommend.
Okay.
All right.
Graphic t-shirts. Awesome. That's a cool project.
Nice, Dana.
Yeah.
That's yeah, and then Dana's doing one cute t-shirts for an activist group.
Noelle says working on super exciting PowerPoint.
I'm sorry. Okay, so this is where we're at now. So now I'm gonna add in the details because now it's kind of with the sketch off, it feels a little more cohesive. And I think what I'm gonna end up doing is adding some texture in the background once I lay everything else down to kind of help them pop out from the background a bit more.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. So now are you done and like now moving into like doing all the little itty bitty details? This is gonna be awesome. This is like the same kind of satisfying feeling watching you do this step is the same thing I feel when I'm watching you like fill in all of the letters and stuff. So this is like it's like ASMR for your eyes, basically.
I like that.
Too bad there's no Peeves in the movie series. I know.
They were going to have him, and they had casted somebody.
Really?
And I don't think they couldn't get enough like scenes, I guess, to make it relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens because there's like so many different elements, you know, little tiny things.
Because he's in the book a lot, but not enough that he could work as like a consistent character in the movies and people remember him.
Gotcha.
Whereas like Nearly Headless Nick was a pivotal point.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That was like a huge thing. Like when he first arrived, he was like, "What is this?
Yeah.
What's happening?" I'm Harry Potter ignorant, but I like Fantastic Beasts. Also,
that's
a good movie.
That counts.
Yeah, love that. Val, is your lightsaber purple? I have 2 red lightsabers. Sadly, no purple lightsabers yet.
Yeah,
I'm working on it.
There.
I'm working on it, guys. Working on designing UX of a wallet app. Awesome. Very cool. Working on a poster for your friend's movie. Very cool. You guys are all doing some really awesome projects today.
Yeah.
That is rad. Jose, welcome back. Good to see you. Also wanting a purple one, Noelle. Right on.
I don't want to put all that dark there because that's going to recede his leg too far. And he's wearing like super high pants. I'm going to do this instead.
I think that works.
It's just
kind of looser.
Yeah, just enough to kind of like give it that shadow and still work, I think.
Yeah.
And then we'll do that here too.
His little grin is like, well, it's not little at all, is it?
It's like his
but
whole face.
his smile is fantastic. Also, if you guys take a look at the lower left-hand corner of the screen, we just got our 15-minute countdown for a chat and win. So those of you guys who are hanging out over on YouTube, definitely come over to behance.net/live, where we are reading the chat and where you will need to be if you want a chance to win an awesome prize. We're going to be giving away a Tattly prize pack to one lucky active user today in about 15 minutes. It's going to be awesome. We got all these cool little tattoos and stuff that you will receive in the mail. Very excited about that. Working on the creative residency application. Awesome, Anita. Good for you.
Wow. Those
Wish
are
you the
open
best
already?
of luck. Probably just kind of working on,
Okay.
perfecting and stuff. Very cool. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. It's a good, fantastic program.
Suman wants to know if you're using a special brush today.
Yes, I'm actually, oh, he's got 4 fingers on one hand and 5 on the other. That's whoops. We're gonna fix that. Yes, I'm using what's called my sketchy pencil, and it's from my pencil brush pack that I made, which is available on Creative Market.
Let me pull up Creative Market real quick.
I'm just gonna redraw this whole hand.
Hi, Shauna, from a fellow UNF grad. This is from Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Would be great to illustrate Coraline or something. Honestly,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you could rock an illustration of Coraline.
Would you believe I've never seen that movie?
It's so wonderful.
I have-
You would love that movie.
Yeah?
Like, yes, you would absolutely adore that.
I'll have to do that. I've been working on like fan art of Coco
Awesome.
because I love that movie. It's so beautiful. But like I keep doing it and then stopping it and like redoing the whole thing because it's one of those where I'm like I love the movie so much that I want to make sure I do it justice.
Gotcha.
So I think what I'm gonna do are like little portraits of the skeletons first and get comfortable with it.
I searched Parmesan instead of typing your name at the end there.
Oh yeah, there's a whole screen of Parmesan.
Just Parmesan, yeah. But this is Shauna's Creative Market, where you can get all kinds of awesome bitmap inkers and cool brushes and stuff. And you've even got some lettering worksheets, which is just awesome. So,
Yeah.
And
some typefaces that I made and various other things. Do I have any Eastern European origin? Yeah, I'm Ukrainian, Polish, Irish, Welsh, and I think possibly a little Bohemian.
awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Irish cousins. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
They're laughing at us in the background.
They're laughing because we're great. Okay?
Yes,
They're
we're
not
amazing.
laughing at us. They're laughing with us.
So here's peeves. So like before and after, like that little bit.
Oh, so much depth. So much
Yeah.
more depth. Very nice.
So like that just makes that whole area kind of look a little more finished. So I'm gonna do the little decrees and then I'll do Fred and George
Right on. I can't wait.
because I love them.
They are sweet boys. They're very sweet.
They're the best
Mischievous,
boys.
but yes, definitely the best boys.
It's like those memes with dogs and it's like the best boy, BOI.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Is there any creative challenge link here? No, there is no creative challenge today for Adobe Live. There is, however, the daily creative challenge still going, where you can join the Slack for that and participate in that if you like. But here on stream today, we're doing portfolio reviews instead. So if you have a portfolio that includes anything like illustrations or Photoshop work, that kind of thing, definitely click the portfolio review tab for details on how to submit your portfolio for a chance to be chosen at the end of the stream. We'll be doing two portfolio reviews in this segment, and then 2 in the next and the segment after that as well. So I need to start with the first day of the UX challenge. Yeah, definitely. Lucas, go back and check out all of the challenge details and stuff, and post your stuff in the Slack so everyone can see, and post your stuff on Behance so people can find it.
And also because I'm not sure, are we saying your name right? Is it Lucas? Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, my computer's skipping. Hang on. I think I might have to Yeah. Let's switch over real quick because I'm going to have to shut down Photoshop and reopen it because it just started to work on me.
I'm actually going to go to your Behance. And
okay, perfect. Well,
we're going to look at all your stuff real quick.
And this is just something that happens like randomly. I think I just kind of exhausted the RAM a bit because I've just been going on this for days.
Well, yeah, honestly, I'm really impressed with it because you've been like doing full projects live on stream on a mobile device this whole entire time, which is fantastic. I love these.
I love my little son.
They're so cute.
He makes me so happy.
I adore them. Let's see what else you got in here.
That's what I can add to Peeves is like that little cheek shading.
Mm-hmm. This Bill Nye is fantastic too. I love the Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye. You know me.
Today's kids will never know.
Yeah. ...
That was the best day in like science class was Bill Nye the Science Guy day.
Oh, totally. 100%.
My friend got to meet him.
I had wait, was that you that was telling me that you met someone who got to swing dance with him? Or was that somebody else?
No.
Yeah.
Who's got to swing
dance
with him?
Somebody told me they went to like a swing dance place in like New York or something, and he just happened to be there in like full Bill Nye garb, like with like the bow tie and like one of his little outfits and stuff. This was like recently, and he was just there, and then they danced. She got to swing dance with
That's the best
Bill
thing
Nye.
ever.
Yeah. Life made, right?
Yeah. Danielle, I already have it actually about as high as it can go RAM-wise. But I only have 16 gigs of RAM to work with on this. So it just sometimes gets backed up and I have to restart it. Not a big deal. It works. Okay, now we'll go back to this little one here.
Jose says, I showed my 9-year-old daughter Shauna's Behance portfolio and she was so impressed. Kids are the ultimate decision makers in regards to illustration. I think, too, you actually do a lot of illustration specifically for, like, classrooms, if I remember correctly, doing posters and things.
I have a page on a site called Teachers Pay Teachers, and I have some of my, like, stuff that I do for classrooms available on there. And I just haven't, I have to keep adding because I only recently started it, but I've also worked with a little organization called Artists for Education, and their aim is to also bring really beautiful art to classrooms. So they've partnered with artists like Lydia Nichols, Mary Kate McDevitt, Andrew Kolb, a whole bunch of really amazing ones, and like teachers, if they have a .edu, can go on and download, I think, the posters for free, or they can purchase them and have them printed themselves.
That's awesome. That's very cool. I feel like a classroom decorated in your art is probably a gorgeous and inspiring classroom. That would be amazing. I'd love to see it.
I would too. I've got a few friends that are teachers, and I'm like, here, I will give you all the art, because a teacher's generally, one of my friends that told me she has access to a big printer, so she can print stuff.
Awesome.
So
like all the posters and everything.
Yeah. So I have to get in touch with her because she wanted the Bill Nye illustration, and I was like, just print it, because I'm more than happy to give it to her no matter what, because she's one of my really close friends.
So awesome.
But I was like, you have to send me a picture of it on the wall.
What happened with Jan? Lost in translation. I have a theory that Jan is actually always here. He's just not always talking. That's what I think. I think that he monitors every single Adobe broadcast very closely, and when he's not typing, he's petting a Sphinx cat in a sinister manner.
Does he have a Sphinx cat?
He's obsessed with them. I don't know if he owns one, but I know that he likes them a lot.
That's really kind of funny.
Yeah, he used to go to the Adobe Twitch channel and beg the artists to hide Sphinx cats in their art that they were working on stream. So it was cool.
I actually got to meet one of my Twitch followers in person recently. Did I tell you about that?
Very cool.
Yeah, he happened to live in Detroit where I was for Icon, and so Sid and I all met up. And when I did some pet portraits for charity forever ago, he commissioned a portrait of the skunk he doesn't have.
Oh.
Named Smell Gibson.
Smell Gibson. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. The skunk he doesn't have.
Yeah, he doesn't have it, but it's just like his dream skunk.
Yeah, that's great. You know, they're stinkers, man, but like baby skunks, very, very cute.
Yes, I agree.
Very adorable. Very cute little critters.
Adding in detail just to give this some shadowing.
Mikhail, hello. Welcome in.
Yeah, look at that. I'm so proud of this. Just right here, this little magical decree number 3.
Oh, I love it.
Look at that.
It looks good. That looks great.
And that's the nice thing with like children's book illustration and illustration in general is like you want to have just enough detail to like tell what it is, but like I don't need to draw like the actual any of like the super small type because no one's gonna be able to see that.
Yeah.
So you just kind of shade it.
And plus, if you're a Harry Potter fan, then you kind of get it too. You know, like you kind of understand.
Oh yeah. Only Harry Potter fans will know.
No, Tim. No.
What?
I thought you were about to say very, very tasty.
Oh.
And I was like, nah.
No.
They're just cute. They're just cute.
We don't need
You're the strange one in this situation, not me. This is a first for me, though. It's a first.
Oh, goodness.
Hello, Terry. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Hello, hello. If you guys have questions too, like I'm happy to answer them. You just have to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also have 3 minutes until our chat and win, which I'm getting super excited about. Again, if you guys are hanging out on YouTube, definitely come over and hang out with us on Behance, where we can read your comments and interact with you. I love that you dedicate yourself to those little details that make the difference. This from Alejandra.
Yeah, I save them for last because it makes it easier for me to just go full out and ready.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing how it really does take you from like, oh, this is cute to like, whoa, it's like done.
Adds that little extra bit of magic.
Yeah.
Literally in this case.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ba-doom-sh.
Your illustrations would make awesome store glass windows.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You know what?
Especially the lettering.
I was actually like for some reason filling that in with like actual like glasses too, like drinking glasses. Because I am a connoisseur of like the art on the glass cups.
I have art on glasses.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, and if it still exists, one vessel.
One vessel.
Yeah, it was a namaste glass, so it's got the word namaste on it.
Let me see if I can find it.
I did it several years ago, so it may not be around still, but it was onevessel.com.
Spelled out?
Yeah, one-N-E, vessel.com.
Not
Vessel,
allowing me-
E-L.
Oh.
V-E-S.
I know how to spell.
E-L, I think. Do I animate my illustrations or make sure I can anytime? I don't generally. One of them I did from the last time I was on Adobe Live. The illustration I did on the last day, I actually did end up going home and I animated it, which is on my Behance.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, actually, let me see if I can pull that up real quick, just because that is just like so good. Listen. So, fun Adobe Live fact. I am cursed. See, no matter how much I eat before this stream, my stomach will growl during the broadcast so that only me and my guest can hear. And when I'm not hosting a friend of mine, it's very awkward. So that's why she's cracking up right now, because that was loud.
I tried to stay cool.
There's a goblin under the table is actually what's happening. It's not me. I swear. Where is it? Am I missing
Is
it?
this Photoshop running on iPad? No, it's Photoshop on a Surface Pro 4. I just don't use the kickstand when I draw.
I know that it's on your Instagram.
Up. Very top.
Oh, very top?
And then we're gonna scroll down a little bit because it's on this page. So scroll down.
Okay.
And down. And down. And down. Right there.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, so that one I drew all that lettering with it like shaded in 3 times.
Yeah, these are the 3 different ones here, right?
Yeah.
And then kind of you put them into an animation there, which I just think is so great. It's so nice. It's got like such great personality. I think I was thinking of the one, I was looking for the San Francisco one.
Oh, I don't
that
know.
You and Paul
That's on
collabed
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, Paul illustrated that one, or he animated that one for me. Yeah, if you go on Instagram and you scroll down, it's not too far down.
Okay. I will, we can go back to yours and I'll find it real quick.
Yeah, I think I might add a little bit of some character into these
Oh, but it
letters.
is actually, before I pull this up, it's actually time for our
Oh,
chat and win.
win?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So let's do that and then we'll pull up your illustration.
What should we make them talk about?
Ooh, we could make them do anything. No, I'm just kidding.
We have the power.
Oh, okay, I got one.
Okay.
Star Wars or Harry Potter?
Oh,
Star Wars or Harry
yes.
Potter? Kind of pitting us against each other right now, but I gotta know. For those of you guys who are over on YouTube, please head over to Behance and be active in the chat for your chance to be chosen to win an awesome prize. We are gonna be right back because we are going to show like a really awesome animation real quick, and then we will have our winner. So we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. I'm so excited. So in a moment here, we will, with the power of the Force and not witch and wizard magic, we will.
I don't know.
Our
These
winner.
stars look like wizard and witch magic.
I don't know, man. They kind of look like, TIE fighter bursts. It's like we're about to go to like light speed. It's like the beginning of the hyperdrive right there.
Yes.
We're low key battling each other. It's
Yeah.
like the battle of references and wits.
Yeah.
Here over our favorite IP.
What is that on the Princess Bride? The Battle
I
of.
can't remember.
Does anyone here remember what that is? The Battle of. It was like the Battle of Wits or something like that.
Battle of Star Wars is the best.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll stop. Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, David Renee.
Oh my gosh, you won. I don't know if he wants me to announce who he is, but you know this person.
Do I know this person?
You know this person, yes.
Can you show me on the?
I could. He may announce himself in chat though, but that is so awesome. Congratulations. Keep an eye on your Behance messages because you will get a message pretty soon with details on how to claim your prize. I'm super excited. It's going to be awesome. Lucas says Battle of Endor. Oh, yes.
Oh, man. Princess Bride was Battle of Wits. Okay, so
Battle
I was
of
right.
Wits. Okay.
Yes, I was finally right about something.
And I am going to scroll and keep looking
Yeah,
for
you have to
this.
keep going. It's gonna be a while.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the animation we were talking about here, where Paul animated this after Shauna did this lovely illustration, and I just think it's so great.
Yeah, like we had, like the one I did was on a daytime background, and then he was like, I want to try animating this, and he went and got a video from Adobe Stock and just went crazy on it. And I sat there and I looked over at one point and I was like, it's reflecting on the letters.
Yeah, and like it's got like that glow, and oh my goodness, it's just beautiful.
That's why he's an evangelist.
But it's awesome. I think you guys like kind of worked really well together on that. That was very cool.
Even the clouds are moving. It's like it's really
the water is moving down here.
Yeah,
it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it ended up getting a lot of like really cool feedback online too, which was fun.
I love it. Well done.
Yeah. Use the Force, Harry. Gandalf to Ash from Star Trek. That's still not as good as you're a wizard, Frodo.
You're a wizard, Frodo from Magneto. So David Renee, that's boy fruit. her face right now.
Hi.
Great.
Twitch and Adobe come together again.
Yes. Art fam.
I love it.
Use the Force, Harry. Gandalf to Ash from Star Trek. Okay. It's been a great stream. Nice talking to you guys, but
bye.
I'm gonna have to dip out real quick.
Kind of the last stream when I was on here with Paul. Val was modding, and we were asking for quotes, and all of a sudden she goes,
You're a wizard, Frodo.
Magneto.
Magneto. And she turned beet red. But you were like losing it and like going crazy, but still drawing on the.
I was like, I really want them to take me seriously, and I want them to like invite me back. So I was like, I have to keep drawing. So somehow, like my face was like on the table, and I was still going for it.
It was great. I'm very proud of myself for that. I count that as like a major success.
Yeah, I was doing when something's really funny, I tend to go into like silent convulsing laughter. So like my whole body is like convulsing, but there's no sound coming out.
It's like somebody muted the stream.
Yeah, and my sister does it too, so it's a genetic thing. Because like she and I both have had it before, where like our dad will say something really funny, and she and I will burst into laughter, and then suddenly it's just silent, and we're just like freaking out.
Can we coin that as like the Panczyszyn laugh?
Yes.
That's okay. That's what I'm gonna refer to it as.
Yeah. Actually, I should find out. Lucas Panczyszyn, do you do that?
Yeah.
Is this actually like a hereditary thing? Because somehow, I'm convinced somehow he and I related.
So many.
I don't know if I'm like gonna be actually. I almost think it's gonna be too much to throw like color into these letters.
I actually kind of like that because it kind of brings, because the letters are very dark. They're perfect colors, but since they're dark and you've got all that nice gold and like the light colors around it, I think that actually having those lines in it with that bright color kind of makes it more light and airy across the whole composition instead of just around the letters.
Yeah, I'm gonna try something here.
That looks really cool too. That kind of adds a little bit of space. Even though technically you're filling the space, but it makes it feel like there's...
It's like some movement lines.
Yeah, like there's space in between. And I was just gonna say, it could be cool to use that gold in between there too. That's very Harry Potter.
Yeah, I almost think that white was almost too much.
Too harsh a little bit.
Yeah, because then it removes stuff from inside there. Mm-hmm. And, but like that's not too bad.
Yeah, I actually love that.
Because like the whole scene in the movie and the book, it's very energetic and it's a lot of action all at once. Mm-hmm. And I almost want these letters to reflect that. Mm-hmm. So I'll come back to that shortly because I just wanted to get it down there. Mm-hmm. And then
I kind of do the same thing where I'll like leave a little note for myself almost, like with some strokes, and then I'll kind of go to another part of the piece and work on some other things and come back to it and see how I feel.
Yeah. I'm gonna try something too, real quick to get it out there and see if it works, because I want.
Oh yeah, kind of like the little, very cool.
And this may not be the color I go with because I don't want it to go past him.
I kind of do that too, though, where I'll just like put in what I need with whatever I've got, and then just go and alter it later with like hue and saturation or something like that.
Yeah. And with this, I might need like different layers of it to give it more movement. Mm-hmm. But just like something like that to kind of help pop them out of the background a little, and keep this movement going. So it's just like a lot of things at once.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We got Temmie leaving the studio.
Bye.
Good to see you, man. Fantastic streams.
Yeah, because I think it'll help. It just has to be the right color and not detract from everything. So if I put it here, you lose a lot of that illustration. Mm-hmm. So I'll have to figure out what that is. But like I want something where there's some movement. And I think I might have to use a smaller brush and just...
You could use a smaller brush and do like some of the finer lines, maybe directional lines that are reminiscent of some of the lines you use on top of the illustration there. Could be cool. It's a lot of cool things we could experiment with for that.
Yeah.
Can it be like gold dusts from Suman? That's a cool idea.
What is
Suman?
Oh, okay.
Kind of talking about like what you could
do
there. Yeah. Gold
it could be,
cool.
And it could be. I need to just use like something that like kind of stipples throughout it.
Yeah, that could be cool too. Like just some nice texture.
Yeah, I have a whole arsenal of brushes on my tablet, so I'll have to see.
Oh, I know you do. I love this that you're doing here with just that like subtly, kind of darker skin tone, kind of pulling the edge of the face out from the back of the canvas. That's really nice.
Well, and in the book, and this is something I'll probably have to drop it back behind later, but they have like red tinged noses. So that I may have to do that one separate so that it's behind this layer here.
It's cute.
And just maybe go a little more subtle on that pink, because I like it on their cheeks, but I don't want to
fade it too, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
I haven't drawn his hands yet. Actually, I had to wait for this layer to do that, because otherwise it would be lost.
Tim says he loves the blushies. Blushies are always good. You know?
I agree.
I add blushies to like any character I can, honestly. I don't always keep them, but I definitely have a handful of Darth Vaders floating around on my system with blushies on it, you know, no matter what. Kevin Worth suggests changing the background. That could be fun. I think you said you might experiment with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of depends like how much time we have at the end.
Very true, because this is the most important part, I think, is like kind of getting the characters down. Oh, I just love those. The big rosy cheeks are so cute.
Do you think that might work better for them than just like that little blushy?
I do like the little blushies, but I think that this also works.
Yeah, I wonder if it might just be I need to just do a slightly darker skin tone around his cheeks when I go in and do the pink there and just like multiply it.
Yeah, that could be cool too.
Yeah, we'll try that.
Yeah. Sith blushies, yes. They're the most powerful blushies
in the
galaxy.
I do have to do a Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Ooh.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. My sister loves Big Bang Theory. It is one of her like favorite shows.
Lots of cool, nice suggestions. Everybody's kind of getting involved. They're saying like light yellows, maybe pastel yellow looks nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm open to the suggestions, you guys.
Every good Sith needs some anime blushies. It's true. Honestly, it's true. And some of them would have you believe that Sith blushies don't exist, but they're lying.
I want to see Kylo Ren with Sith blushies.
Oh, I've got like 7 of those. got like 7 of them.
Does your Kylo keychain have little blushies?
My Kylo keychain does have blushies.
He does have blushies.
Yep. I also have like 7 Kylo keychains.
No judgment here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
One of my friends, Joey Ellis, has a cartoon called Leaky Timbers. And
It's a great name.
it's amazing. It looks like Sesame Street kind of,
That's
but
awesome.
for like a newer generation. But it's like Sesame Street meets the Muppets, and it's hilarious because he's got this main character, Wolfie Monster, and he brought Wolf.
Also a good name.
Yeah, he brought Wolfie to the to Creative South this past year, and I got a selfie with Wolfie, and like he's my friend, and
cool.
but I still was like, it's Wolfie.
I love it.
But I have a keychain of Wolfie at home because he's my favorite.
Darth Vader with blushies, so his helmet is blushing? Yes, exactly. And every time I make a Star Wars joke, I like glance over to the right there to see if I've met my quota of comments on the subject. I know
until they're telling you to
until the Gus bots, 376 Gus bots on the sidelines are just like, no more, stop it, we don't like it.
He's over there shaking his head.
Yeah, like, no,
please, no more.
Please stop. Do you have lightsaber brushes, Voodoo? I do not, but the secret to drawing a really good lightsaber is actually not making the lightsaber the color you want it to be. It's making the lightsaber white and outlining it in the color you want it to be.
Like with like a fuzzy brush?
Mm-hmm. Because then it looks like it's glowing so much that
that's
only
how you
like
do a
the
neon
outline.
light too.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do, like a neon light illustration at some point, because I've seen people do it really convincingly. Like my friend Kyle Latonder does it. And his last name looks like Latondra. Like, it looks like it should be super fancy. He goes, no, it rhymes with chicken tender. So it's Kyle Latender. And
that's awesome.
He did some really convincing, beautiful neon light style lettering pieces a while back, and they animate. So it's like,
That's so cool.
Yeah. He's very witty. I enjoy hanging out with him, and he's in Chicago, so he's gonna have to expect that we're gonna be hanging out a lot because we are friends.
Good lightsaber tip, thank you. Absolute newbie to Photoshop, any tips? I do actually have a kind of an interesting Photoshop pro tip, something that I actually use all the time. And it's for, especially if you're going to be doing more characters and stuff, you may use this. There is a secret hotkey you can set up if you would like to view your illustration in grayscale.
Oh, yeah?
Like a hotkey to go back and forth. If you want to try it real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to see? So if you, I can open just to make sure I'm directing you properly here. But it should be if you go up to View,
Okay.
and then go to Proof Setup and Custom at the top. And there should be a box there where you can select, instead of what's there, you want to do working gray dot gain 20%. Yes. Now press OK. Now do either, I think this is Windows, so do Control Y.
Whoa!
Yes, and not only that, but select in color, select like that purple real quick. Maybe on a new layer.
So like,
yeah, so select that purple and then go into grayscale with the Control Y. Now scribble. And go back into color. You're actually still painting in color when you go into the grayscale.
oh,
So
that's really cool. I like this
Yeah.
too because look at how much contrast we still have.
So you can
like,
check your values and everything. Because a lot
Yeah.
of people will put like a layer over the top and kind of check it, that like put it on like a overlay
yeah.
or whatever, or like a color layer.
Yeah, use like a dark gray, and you have to do overlay, and it black and
And
white.
it black, yeah.
Yeah.
But this way, you actually have it as a little command that you can do, which is awesome. If you are into hotkeys, you know,
Yeah.
it saves you some time. And I find that when I'm checking, like for my paintings, I'm checking all of my my values and everything, making sure everything looks good. If I'm like, oh, that needs to be a little darker there, while I'm in the grayscale, I can just, you know, select the darkest color there and like kind of
Nice.
fix and then check it.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
good to know. I never knew that. There's also another trick you can do where you go to adjustment layer and you would go to hue saturation, and then you just drop that saturation down.
Oh yeah, that's really
And then you
quick
can just
too.
create a layer and just at the very
Oh,
top.
nice.
So I think it does. I think it does all like the same thing. Because if I turn that off,
Oh, it's a
kinda-
little darker.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual values are slightly darker.
yeah. So it does make a
Or
difference.
slightly lighter, yeah.
Yeah, it does make them slightly lighter. So this is like a quickie. Like, it doesn't work as well. But that is another one you can do.
Awesome.
I like this one better though. The Command Y or Control Y.
Yeah, and then like for me, because I always have my keyboard right next to me whenever I'm working on my Cintiq, so I just reach over and it's the same. Like, it's almost identical to like the transform hotkey for like, you know, Control or Command T. So it's very easy for me to remember. So if you guys are doing illustrations or paintings or anything, that is something that I use all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for the tip.
No problem. My gift to you.
So with this one, I'm actually gonna.
Putting his little G on there. That's so cute.
Why
So
not?
excited for this. Yes.
And like I try to be a little more spontaneous with these lines so that they're not perfect.
I kind of like that you're not just doing a straight outline around every single edge.
Yeah.
I really like that it's more broken up. It has more personality that way. It's very nice.
Yeah, well, in that way too, I'm like, with here you can see I'm using it more as a shadow without it being a shadow. So it's just enough to like break up the colors so that there's some contrast between them, because without any of that, like their faces get lost in the background.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like here it is without any of that. And then we add it in. And it just makes that little bit of difference.
Yeah, very nice. Suddenly everything is more visible, honestly.
Yeah.
Rob Zilla says repeat that. To get the hotkey for the grayscale, you want to go into View, and then go to Proof Setup, and then you want to go into, I think, Custom, and there's a little drop-down menu in that window that pops up, and you want to make sure that it's set to working gray dot gain 20%, and then after that, Control or Command Y should be flipping you back and forth between color and grayscale.
So I've actually got some little minor things I have to tweak with the broom and such, because like his pant leg here should be behind the broom.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to...
I forget little things like that every once in a while, because I'll get like super into like the way that I have sketched something, and then I realize my sketch was inaccurate, and I've already brought it into like full render with it like totally messed up. I did that one time and gave a character 2 right hands because I was like, which one am I, like, how am I gonna position it? So it was, yeah, she had 2 right hands, and then I was like gonna turn it in, and then I was like, no, can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Here's the other broom, so I have to delete that off his little butt.
Val is a Photoshop wizard. I hope that one day I can achieve full Photoshop wizard status. That's my hope. That's my goal.
I feel like you're not far off from that, honestly.
Thank you. That's very sweet. I feel like Photoshop is so vast though. Like you can kind of work in Photoshop professionally. You can work in Photoshop full time, like, you know, for your job, and still like not know like a whole kind of avenue of the program, just because there's so many different uses for it, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess I should rephrase that and say I would love to be a Photoshop wizard of just tools that are good for painting and illustration.
Yeah, I agree. Because like when you think about like all the things you do, even just with like photo editing and
animation, and there's even 3D. You can edit 3D things in Photoshop, which is crazy, you know?
Yeah, because like one of my like secret things that people don't really know I can do is I can do photo editing and remove tons of things and like change colors of things.
Which you do actually very well, because I just discovered this about you recently, and I'm like, oh, so good.
Yeah, and it's something that like there's a lot of people that don't know I can do that, and because it's like it's not my main gig, but I'll do it on the side if I need to for clients, and but I take great pleasure in like figuring out how to do it.
Right on.
So I have like, if you like hunt my site, you'll find it, and it's things like when my parents were building their house, they wanted to be able to kind of like see what the room would look like, but at the time when we took photos, there were all these big wooden beams in there. So I was just like, I'll just Photoshop them out.
Yeah, just remove them. Just take them out.
And all of a sudden, I sent it to my parents, they're like, that's magic. I'm like, yes, it is.
Yes, Shauna is using a Surface tablet, indeed. We'll have Wizard Vision as a Photoshop wizard val. Oh yeah, totally. As soon as you reach wizard status for anything, you do instantly get Wizard Vision, which I hear is it's a lot harder to exist that way, but way more interesting. So definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Jesse, just like some random like knowledge drops that don't mean anything interspersed in between all of our actual Photoshop tips.
Yeah.
Has been like the basis of the stream thus far.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. His little face is so
worked.
sweet. Also, we've got a question for you. Any tips for finding your own style in hand lettering?
Tips for finding your own style in hand lettering. I'm actually giving a workshop on that next week.
No way.
At
Where can we find
UCDA. It's at a UCDA conference in Grand Rapids. So
Awesome,
it's
okay.
actually already sold out.
Oh.
But I want to work on like an online course to figure that out.
Yeah, definitely.
But essentially, like as you learn lettering, I do something where I do the skeleton first, and let me see how, I have so many layers, so let me see if I can figure out how to show this. Because like my initial sketch for this was, where's my give or help peeps? 1 second, guys. It'll take me just a second to locate all this because I don't name layers unless I absolutely have to.
What is that you just did? Where you held a key and it gave you the layers that were underneath your pen?
Oh, that's just a right click.
I never used that.
Yeah, you
That
right
is
click
awesome.
and it'll show you what layer it is.
That's fantastic. And you're not holding anything down for that, or?
No, like it would on a key, it would, like on a mouse, it would be a right click, or like if we were
Gotcha.
using our Wacom's, it would be like control click.
So you're just doing that because
Yeah.
you don't have the mouse. Fantastic.
Yeah. So with this, like all I have to do is like, I just click and hold, and then it'll right click on it.
It looks like it gives you a list of everything underneath the pen there, and you can click to which one you want. I'm gonna be doing that all the time now. That is like a small thing that's gonna change my art life forever.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So like this is where the lettering starts. Like that's how I start drawing it, and then I block in the shapes.
Mm-hmm.
And I draw them as outlines because that's where the personality comes in, because your focus is more creating an illustration of a letter versus creating a letter. Because with lettering, it's more like illustration than it is like typography.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can break a lot of rules with it. And there's little things that you don't want to break, like what would be like calligraphy.
Mm-hmm.
If you do calligraphy or foligraphy.
Foligraphy? What is foligraphy?
Foligraphy is fake calligraphy. So I'll show you the difference real quick, and I'll create a separate document for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, brush, use just black. So, calligraphy, you would use like a pointed pen nib, and when you draw, if I do like, so every time my mouse goes downwards, it makes a thicker downstroke, and then when you go up, you lift, so it makes a lighter upstroke. So heavy down, light up. And what that is if you were working on paper, if you tried to do a heavy downstroke, the pointed pen nib would catch.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
Yeah.
it's something that's kind of only possible with
Down.
digital. Or
Yeah, so like if I were to do, let me see if I can do this incorrectly. Nope, wrong, hang on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And it's really hard to do this.
Because you're not used to it at all.
Yeah, so it would be, yeah, so like it
Crazy.
looks wrong.
Yeah.
So your downstroke is always going to be heavier, because what happens is the pointed pen nib it looks like this, and when you press down, it'll do that.
Oh, gotcha.
And you'll have dipped it in ink, so there'll be ink right in here. So as you go down, it'll be
heavier.
yeah, so it'll do that and leave a heavier downstroke, whereas going up, it's going to be this, and it'll be lighter.
Gotcha. Okay.
Foligraphy is fake calligraphy. So you would just like draw out like your A, and then you'd block in
And
where,
do it wherever you feel like it, basically.
well, where, in theory, where the downstroke would be heavier, you draw where it would be heavier, but it's not true calligraphy where it's done with pressure. It's done by blocking in the shapes and then coloring them in.
Gotcha. That's
So-
very interesting. I didn't even know there was a differentiating kind
Yeah.
of term or anything with that.
So, calligraphy, and then
Foligraphy.
what is over there? You go. There.
Very cool.
So calligraphy
Awesome.
versus foligraphy.
We'll learn something new.
Yeah.
So we've got about a minute left until our portfolio
Oh, wow.
submission deadline, which I'm really pumped about. So if you guys have not submitted your portfolios, definitely get those in as soon as possible. If you don't make the cutoff, we will definitely have some more Photoshop or portfolio reviews coming up in the next segment. We've got 2 more segments after this, so you do have another chance. But if you'd like to be included for a chance for this particular segment, you've got about 50 seconds now. Would you like to be a guest? So maybe in the future. Honestly, though, I kind of like hanging out in chat too and palling around and making Shauna laugh until she turns beet red too. So I feel like any Adobe Live participation is kind of a win-win, you know?
Yeah, I turn red very easily too, so.
May the Creative Cloud be with you and with you, Lucas.
So there's just like a little bit left that I have to finish since we're coming up on this deadline. I think this is probably a really good stopping point. And then what I'll do post stream probably this weekend is add in like some kind of
texture. We may even have like a little while right after portfolio reviews, but we pretty soon are going to be jumping into it. We've got a couple of them here, so maybe we'll come to a stop here and go to space. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in space.
No, we're in the Death Star.
I had to try, okay? I had to bring this in. You guys had to know that this was going to happen.
I feel like we should just sit that right here for the rest of the...
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we definitely should do that.
Well,
You can't see anything in that, by the way. You can see absolutely nothing. Now I understand why their aim is so bad. Because there's no... Thank you for getting my joke, by the way. I appreciate that so very much. Yes, so now I understand why their aim is so bad.
of course, Val has a stormtrooper helmet.
Oh yeah, totally. You guys know I do. I've got a handful of them actually, but this is the only one that I could stand to bring out. So we're gonna jump into our very first portfolio review here. This is John Rovito.
Congratulations.
Yeah, very cool stuff, John. I hope that you are in chat because we're getting ready to dive in to this. First of all, let's kind of look at the information they have on the side here. We've got a little bit of like an about area here.
Okay.
Freelance illustrator, graphic designer.
I like it. Short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah, focus, cartooning, graphic design, illustration.
I think with the about, I'd almost just like expand on it just a little bit to say like, you know, freelance illustrator and graphic designer with a passion for, you know, character design and cartooning.
Yeah, I kind of want to know a little bit about you as well, John. Maybe not everything, you know, not a biography, but like
Just
definitely
a little like the spark notes of your life. You know, the spark notes of you.
Maybe how you got started, or maybe what you're looking to do in the future, or you know.
And if you're available for freelance work, make sure you do note that in there. 'Cause
Definitely.
you never know. Like from personal experience, like I'm constantly putting stuff out, but it's a lot of personal stuff. And I've had people come to me saying like, oh, I wanted to hire you for X project, but I assumed you were busy and you weren't available. And I'm like, don't ever assume. Because I was available. I was sitting drinking tea.
I
was available.
Me?
You know, but so a lot of people, like, they don't know you're available if you don't tell them.
Yeah.
They'll just assume, like, because it's hard, it's work for them to try to figure out if you're available. Whereas, like, if you say, like, I'm available for work, oh, he's available, I can email him.
Yeah, I think also too, that I've kind of noticed is, I think the more like the more work you do and the more impressive your portfolio is, the more people assume you're already working on something.
Yes.
That, you know, so especially like as you start like really filling up your portfolio, it's always a good idea to make sure that it's there where everyone can see whether you are looking for work or not.
Agreed.
But yeah, we've got some really fantastic illustrations here. Does anything jump out at you that you maybe want to take a look at
I kind of
first?
want to see that first one.
The first one here?
Yeah.
Recent work. I love this.
Oh yeah, look at the detail on that frame.
This is great.
I like that. There's so much personality just in the skull itself.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's so cute.
it's adorable.
You probably weren't going for cute, but we're going for cute.
Yeah, I'm seeing it as cute.
Yeah, I really like these. I like that. It kind of reminds me of like The Far Side. Do you remember that cartoon?
Yeah, it reminds me of, for some reason, too, do you know this? Do you know this?
Did you read it?
No, you're a skip. Is this Hagrid? We were just joking about this earlier. All the things we could say in place of this. You're a skater, Harry. Wow. And Harry's there, and he's like, ah! Oh my gosh. Oh,
That's amazing. I love that you even did the Harry Potter typography, like the typeface. Like, I think the only thing I'd say you've change on there is where it says A Skater. Use a mono white brush and go a little bit bolder.
Yeah, I would say that too, yeah.
Do it all lowercase because then you don't have to worry about that space that gets filled in by a giant S. Do a lowercase s.
That's awesome, man. This is great.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
I was saying though that it reminds me of the Grim Adventures of Flapjack too.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
ever seen that cartoon? It was really neat. Lots of crazy stuff here.
What is that era of illustration called? Like they just recently harkened back to it in a video game.
I have no idea.
And I can't remember the name of like that.
Like the Cuphead video game where it's like the Disney and they're like kind of hopping around with the big hands,
like
the big
Felix the cat, things like that.
And I just see Mickey Mouse like with the boat whistling and shaking his little butt
Steamboat
around.
Willie.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Very cool. Yeah, these are awesome, man.
Yeah, I like these.
These are great.
Yeah, I'd just say with your cursive, your script, just kind of I'd say work on that a bit more, because there's the potential there, but you can really engage that a bit more.
Yeah, this is awesome, dude.
Someone says kind of some Ren and Stimpy. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely reminiscent of Ren and Stimpy. I love it.
You're a skater, Ari.
You're a skater, Ari.
I love this
Good
one though.
stuff.
Like I could see that being like a sticker.
I could see it like the head with the hair and the hat and everything being like an enamel pin or something. Could be really cool.
I think the only thing I'd add maybe is just a little bit of depth on the background, like maybe just a very slightly darker gray to make some sort of like stripe pattern or something so it looks like wallpaper.
Yeah, totally. I'm like,
you pick one.
Yeah, I might go for this pizza here.
Yeah.
See what that's all about. King Pizza. Very cool. Nab a slice.
Interesting.
These are really cool.
Oh, that bone, that freaks me out.
I would say for this one, like, I really like it. I like the texture.
Yeah.
I will say, though, that I feel like the readability is lost a little bit here with the Naba slice. Like, I wanted to say have, but it wasn't there.
Yeah. I want to see that kind of fill that space more, like make it a triangle so it looks like a slice of pizza in there.
Could be very cool, definitely. And kind of fit it into the composition a little more. But that's awesome, though. I'm into it.
Yeah, someone goes favorite pizza topping. I
If
like
you say
pepperoni.
pineapple.
No,
okay.
I like pepperoni.
Whew!
I like pepperoni, I like sausage.
Thought we're going to have to cut the stream. Oh, man, that was
technical difficulties.
No, I actually classic pepperoni or like just cheese pizza. I'm very boring.
Yeah, there's a pizza in Chicago that I like, and it's just thin crust, and you put a bunch of cheese on top, some onions and mushrooms and sausage, and it's very good.
Right on.
Very good.
Sounds
It's
delicious.
very filling but delicious.
All right. You want to choose one now?
Let's do the music posters.
Music posters.
That looks interesting because it sounds like there's a lot in there.
L'Oreal or L'Oreal meets the obsolete.
Yeah, your style works really well for like music posters and gig posters.
Definitely.
And like, there's a book I really like, and it's one I can't say on stream because it's got a not good word in it, but it's blank up and photocopied. And that's one that I feel like you'd probably really like because it's all these gig posters that are just, they're like drawn, photocopied, mashed together, and it's like a book like this thick of all these music posters throughout the years.
This is really cool, man. These are super nice.
Yeah, I like that. I would love to see with this one some screen tone texture.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. Totally.
Just to add just a little bit more into there, just some screen tone texture. Like Retro Supply Co. recently came out with screen tones or like halftone textures, brushes that you can use, and you paint it in with a brush.
Very nice. I actually think
And I think
that
Kyle
have
has
some. Yeah.
So Retro Supply just came out with one, and I think Kyle has a set that's you can download off Adobe.
Very cool.
Oh,
Cool.
that's creepy.
So creepy. I'm
I
into
love
it,
the
though.
colors.
Yeah,
The
very
colors
cool
work
color palette.
so nice.
Very nice. I like that the horse is in there like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Just like,
What is
who put me in this jar?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very awesome.
All right, let's see what else we got. I'd love to see. Oh, if I can tack on a comment actually before we move to the next one. These are really, really nice posters. But as far as a presentation for portfolio, I'd like to see some mock-ups. Honestly.
Yes.
I would love to see you put some mock-ups together
like
so that we can see.
On walls.
Yeah, like if it like in a subway.
Yeah,
or something,
like
something
Adobe.
grungy.
Adobe Dimension is the one where you can download mock-ups and put them together, right?
Well, yeah, Adobe Dimension, you can kind of make your own
Yeah.
mock-ups and stuff, but you can also find just like any mock-up resources online. There's a lot of really cool ones. Like you could find stuff on like Envato or Creative Market or wherever, you know.
Yeah.
And put together some really awesome stuff, because I think that's all like I'm really missing here, is that like I'm looking at the cool art,
Yeah.
but if I were somebody like coming to your portfolio to maybe see about hiring you for this kind of work, I'd want to see like what it could potentially look like once I get the finished product.
Yeah. Scroll
Which would
down
be cool.
real quick. I would say here, play with that hierarchy. Like really make it like the mad doctors, and then work with like
crazy.
yeah, like I want to see the hierarchy so it's not all the same size, and that there's something guiding you down the lettering.
I love this free as hell though.
I do too. I feel like, I mean, that could be the back in the background here, and it could be like, if you can use the mouse and just like point through here for me.
Yeah.
Like in there.
All there.
And it could
Sure.
be free as hell.
Yeah.
You know?
Just like all around, or like in one of the jars.
Oh my
or
gosh, yeah.
something,
If it's in like a bubble.
Yeah, for sure. Very cool though. Very awesome. We can maybe take a look at like one more
Yeah.
of these.
I think we can fit in one more.
iPad tests.
Okay.
Yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm interested in seeing the rest of this. This is
Yeah.
another skull. Also something I could definitely see being like an enamel pen. Would be really
Yeah.
interesting.
Your work is really, really strong for enamel pins because of like that really nice line work you've got, and just the really solid colors.
I love that this one's a cloud. This
Yes.
is cool.
I
This is
love
neat.
that one. That could be a patch.
This is good. Yeah, absolutely. A patch, a sticker, a pin, especially with how the like the rain is kind of cut
Yeah.
off here from the cloud. These are very iconic, nice shapes.
Yeah, the only thing when it comes to a pin or a patch, I would tighten that lightning bolt that's kind of coming out of it and just put it within that shape so that you don't end up with a really weird die cut right there.
For production's sake.
Yeah.
Kinda. Oh! Speaking
Look
of Dragon
at him.
Ball.
So cute.
We were just talking about this earlier. Very cool, dude. These are awesome.
What program are you using on the iPad for these? Because this kind of looks like Adobe Draw, maybe?
Yeah, very cool.
I had designed the planet with a pin in mind. Good.
Awesome. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it
Keep
very
in
much.
mind when you do if you do make it a pin, it's going where the white is in between that red circle. It's gonna have to be a cutout potentially, and that is gonna change the cost a bit unless you find a company that's willing to do the cutouts for free.
Or put something in there,
Yeah.
you know?
Maybe tighten it up. Maybe like make it look like it's squeezing the world.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, okay. So
Autodesk
that
on
was
the iPad. Okay.
Right on. So that was John Rovito. Very
Yes.
cool work. I love it. I think I'm definitely going to follow you, dude.
Yes.
Can't wait to see what else you post. Maybe we can go to the full screen real quick, because I'm going to pull up the next portfolio. I was stuck in my helmet, couldn't see a dang thing.
Yeah, with
and
the-
was
Yeah, he goes, I hadn't thought of the cutout. Yeah, with the cutouts, when you
Alrighty.
do pin production, depending who you can find, and I know you.
you know this person?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just depending on who you go with. Sometimes they'll do them for free, sometimes it's gonna cost extra, but like you can shop around and figure out who's gonna be the best fit. Most places will do like the die cut for like $50 or free.
Right on.
And it's like up to 7 colors.
Nice.
So.
Very cool. So next up, we've got Dana. Is it Dana or
Yeah,
Dana?
I think it's Dana Kraft Parker.
Dana Kraft Parker.
Yes.
Definitely somebody that I recognize being in
Yes.
chat all the time. Super cool.
I know her through the figure skating community.
Oh, awesome! Very
Yes.
cool. Very cool. So yeah, let's jump into it. Branding, illustration, and hand lettering available for freelance and commission. So
There we
kind of
go.
what we talked about.
Yep.
And it's right there, right next to her. Like, because you basically, I think when you go to a Behance, I kind of like glance at whatever is on like the top 2 rows,
Yeah.
and then I go instantly to the profile picture to see if I can see like who they
Yeah.
are, and then I read that little spiel right next to the face before scrolling down.
Exactly. And the great thing about Behance too is you can organize your projects however you want. So if you have something that you feel stronger, you don't have to do it by date. You can pull that to the top so it catches their eye.
I just figured it out a few weeks ago and was like, oh, moving all of my favorite things up to the top. But yeah, so we've got like a little bit of information about her right there, which is great. A link to a website and the location, which is fantastic.
Yep.
Focus, branding, illustration, graphic design. Lots of cool links here where you can find her on the web, which is nice.
Yep.
And then a little a written area here for her logo design, branding, and illustration. For over 10 years, I have specialized in graphic design and branding, taking small businesses and organizations to their next level. Recently, I have been working on expanding my illustration and hand lettering portfolio. To hire or request a commission, email danacraftdesign@gmail.com. Very, very nice.
Yes.
This is fantastic.
You are brave throwing a phone number up there, girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would get like a lot of people from stream.
I actually I don't advertise my phone number simply because it allows me to have like one avenue that's still sacred, and then I use a Google Voice number for my business.
Oh, right on.
So like our Adobe crew has my personal number because I know them and I trust them. But if I'm working with a client and I've never worked with them before and we're gonna have a call, they get my my Google Voice number.
Right on.
And you can call out through it. You can get voicemails through it. You can text message through it. It's really great to have. So it's a way to keep a little bit of privacy still.
That's a good idea, yeah.
But I don't put it on my card or anything because I'm really awkward about people calling me for stuff. I'm like, email me. I want a paper trail.
Yeah, same. But I mean, like, if it works for you though, to have the number up there, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just as I screen heavily everyone. Yeah, Google Voice is a great option, and it makes it look like I have a Florida number this way. Like I have a Florida number, but I have an Orlando number because of it. Because for my gate at my complex, I also needed to have an Orlando number because they wouldn't use any others.
Oh, okay.
So I have the Google Voice and I use it for that too.
Right on.
I'm gonna start with this one.
All right. Let's see. I scream, you scream.
Because I remember her making this on
Summer Ice
one
Cream
of the
Bash.
one of the Adobe Creative Challenges.
Yeah, I believe I actually saw this one come in and checked it and everything. This is really cool. Yeah. The Illustration Week challenge was to create a summer party invitation with a theme in Adobe Photoshop. It was a same-day challenge executed in just a couple of hours. Chose to create a hand lettering design in Photoshop using Wacom Intuos Pro tablet. The new Kyle Webster brushes, yes, available in Photoshop. I believe that was the week where he released a bunch of new brushes, and people were kind of testing them out.
I feel like I missed that announcement. Oops, sorry,
Really,
Kyle.
really cool, yeah.
So I really love your color palette.
Same,
I
especially
really
this yellow.
Yeah, that yellow's really nice. That I would say that blue as an inlay on the lettering is a little hard to see. I would almost go to a darker blue instead. With your S in Summer and Scream at the top, those are reading as cursive L's.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So I would say with a cursive S, if I can actually let me turn my computer back on and I will show just a quick demo. Come on, let me on.
Oh, is it looking at your face?
Yeah, it recognizes my face, which is creepy, but it also doesn't recognize me when I don't fill my eyebrows in.
Oh no! Oh no!
I have blonde eyebrows that disappear, and I look like those really badly photoshopped things. Okay, yeah. If we could quickly just switch to my screen. So you have the S like this. That's gonna read like a cursive L. So if you're gonna do a cursive S, I would say do it like this.
Nice, yeah.
And then you can go in crazy in there. And then just in the, I love how the A works in yours. And if you scroll down and there's this bash and it goes it's kind of like an awkward little transition from that A to that S. So, back to your screen, now back to mine, now back to your
back
screen,
to yours,
now
back
to me. So if you go and you do, how you have it right now is like this. I would say you can either go, you can do something like that. You can do
You do like a classic cursive, yeah.
Something like that, because if it comes up here, it's a little bit of an awkward transition, especially if you're using cursive and you want it to be really flowy. Your other option is this, and then you go and do
just
that.
A little break.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can break it up. You know, it's lettering. You can make your own rules.
Very cool. Very cool.
So, but I do like that. I really like that B. I love that B.
If I can offer a bit of advice, I think that I would have actually switched the yellow to the word summer.
I agree.
And then this purpley blue to the word bash, because I think that all the colors are really great, but I definitely think summer should have been the warmer instead of the coolest word in the poster.
Yeah.
But still very nice. Still very nice.
I agree, and I love the little cones in the background. I think those are really cute.
Nice choice of color too, and not to have them like they don't take away from the rest of the piece, which is nice.
It's just a nice, because if you didn't have them, it would feel a bit empty in places, and I like that because it feels like there's a little bit of excitement in the background as well.
Yeah, but let's move on because we only have just a handful of minutes left, and we definitely want to get through some more of these.
I kind of want to look at that sugar blossom.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Because that looks, that just looks lovely. Like that.
Looks like a pen.
Yeah,
like
that flower alone looks like it could be an enamel pen.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what drew my eye to it.
Dual
and
services.
I love that you have everything mocked out.
Very nice.
Showing it in context. I love the bag. Sorry, my elbow popped right in your face.
Go for it. My stomach growls, your elbow pops. It's
there
fine.
We go. Yeah. I stand up and I'm the symphony of cracks in the morning. Is this like the process?
Yeah, I think so. Of all the different.
That's lovely.
Things. Yeah, very cool.
I really like how you laid everything out and you're giving it, inspired by Scandinavian flower patterns. I can totally see that.
And it's like a delivery service in Tucson.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, very nice. Very cool.
The only thing I would say is maybe intersperse that type throughout it. Just to give a little bit of context to things as you scroll through.
Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah, like maybe a word about why you chose to do these certain items on the mock-ups or what have you. You know, would be really cool. But let's take a look at another one real quick. I kind of really like these super crazy ones. Maybe the Atlantis.
Okay.
Is really, really neat.
Oh, that's
transporting
lovely.
Atlantis. I was wondering what that meant, like to transport Atlantis, but this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And
what
this
is that? Like
look, Procreate iPad Pro Apple Pencil.
Wow.
That's insanely cool.
It looks like scratchboard.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Transporting
beautiful.
Atlantis is the second illustration of my new series, Naturally Lost. Very, very nice. And we can maybe pull up that last one real quick before we dip out here, just so we can show. Yeah.
As above, so below, except for Pluto.
Pluto's a planet. You can't take that away from him.
He's still a dwarf planet.
Very cool. Yeah, wonderful, beautiful work.
Yeah.
Dana, I just
Your
just
realism
love this.
is fantastic.
Yeah,
and
totally.
Those gradients are just lovely.
I love the contrast too.
Oh, it's Laz. Hey, buddy.
What's up, dude? Welcome in. But yeah, guys, wonderful work. Thank you guys so much for submitting your portfolios.
Yeah, this was fantastic.
Yeah, it's been a blast. It was cool to get like a cool little demo there to kind of help folks out. And both of you guys, your work was just spectacular.
Yeah.
We've only got a few minutes here, though, so I'd like to take some time to kind of highlight the things that we've done today and this week, as well as what is coming up next. So maybe we can pull up the schedule real quick and kind of go over things. We did have a really cool stream from Marissa earlier today for the Adobe XD Creative Challenge. We had Temi and Paul this morning working on some awesome posters. Shauna and I are about to close out our last segment of the week after doing some awesome Harry Potter illustration.
Yes.
Jake Armstrong and Paul will be up after us to work on some really rad animation, and then me and Reza Farazmand will be back to close out the week with some awesome comic strips and illustrations this evening.
Yeah. So I know I'm so sad. Like
Magical
it went.
Queen.
I know the week went by so fast, but I had so much fun with you.
Oh my gosh, I had a blast with you too. It was spectacular.
I'm so happy we were able to take like our online friendship and bring it into the real world and
with the help of Adobe.
With the help of
bringing
Adobe.
people together.
Bringing people together, bringing like long lost family members together.
Yeah, long lost family members finding us in chat. This is great. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for being here for Shauna's illustration as well as the portfolio reviews. Again, you guys can submit another portfolio and have a chance to be reviewed in the next segments as we go. And yeah, I think that's it for today. I will see you later. Say goodbye to Shauna, guys. This is going to be great.
We talked about this. Should we do this?
Yes.
And go.